Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to Stony Creek Homestead Journey. Today I'll be transforming a 4-month-old poodle puppy that has never been professionally groomed, and the response of the owners after the groom. Stick around and find out what they had to say. Hello everyone. I forgot to start my video, but I have a 4-month-old poodle puppy here that I'm going to do. I already gave her a bath, and I'm drying her off now, and I'm going to take her to the table. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, here we go. This is a 4-month-old puppy that's been groomed. I guess it was groomed right before the people bought her. They got her in, I think, Thanksgiving, she said. Or I can't remember now, but you can see that it has no curl. And that's typical poodle puppy. No curls. But it'll curl up as she gets older. And so this is basically her first real professional groom. So I have to take my time with her. I don't think she's ever had a blow dryer on her. So I'll have to be very gentle with her in the beginning with the blow dryer. Make sure she's all dried off. Very cute little puppy. She's a scraggle muffin. A scraggly thing. And she probably should have been done a month or two ago. But this is the first time for them owning a poodle. So they weren't sure about the timeline on getting them groomed. Getting her groomed. And she's a little bit nervous. So I'm going to have to take my time with her. Make sure she's secure so she doesn't jump off the table if she gets so scared. I can't have a puppy jumping off the table. So yeah, she's nervous. She'll get over it. They're always nervous the first time. And of course, as you've seen in my other videos, I always I put the towel down underneath them, so if they lay down or while they're standing up, it'll absorb any wetness that they still have on them. She has no clue what's going on. So when I blow dry her, I won't be able to talk with you. So maybe I'll play some music while I'm blow drying her. And I'll probably fast forward through it. We'll see. Cute little puppy. And I'm going to let her sniff it. She has no clue what that is. She's like, what's that about? And I've got it on very, very light blowing. And I'm always directing it towards their back. It's gonna be a fluff ball. Well, here we are, speeded up. Get you through the process. She's never had a blow dryer on her, so she's fussing a little bit, but she eventually settles down. I just be patient and let her figure it out. Not do too much around the face. See, she doesn't like that at all. I'm not doing the face actually here. I'm trying to get her front legs and her chest. And the wind is blowing up in her face and she doesn't like it. You just keep it focused on the body and do the legs and just quietly move around them. You'll start to see her sort of relax over it. She's looking around. She's not stressed and hiding from me. She's got her ears up, looking around. Here she laid down on me. It's like, that's too much. Now she's back up. She's looking at me. Don't like it getting close to her head and her ears. You know, that's just a little bit much for her. But every now and then I get close there and the wind blows on her head and she shakes a little bit. She's figuring out it's not eating her. She's sitting down. She's like, oh, you're getting too close. See, it blows on her face, her head a little bit. And she's like, I don't like that. And she just yawned. That wasn't a bite at the water. Of course, Marley's always got to stick his nose in there. He's not worried about the blow dryer at all. And she's drying pretty fast. Of course, it's just a very light, soft, downy coat. She's like, I heard the dogs in the back. You're too cute. Now I'm going to put the stand dryer on her so I can brush her. She's got some knots in her, so this is going to be a challenge. Let's see. So now I have the stand dryer, overhead dryer blowing on her. And she's not too worried about it. And of course this is sped up as well, so it looks like I'm brushing her 100 miles an hour. She tries laying down to get out of the wind of the blow dryer. But you'll see as it goes on, she just stands there. Eventually she just stands there and lets it blow on her. She's figured out it's not hurting her. It's just blowing her hair around. And I'm having to go through the knots in her hair and the hind end. And so it looks like I'm being rough on her, but I'm not, because it's sped up, so it looks worse than it actually is. I had to take my time to get through those knots. See, now she's just standing there, it's just blowing on her. Okay, that looks rough, doesn't it? Rough on her face. It's not. That slicker brush that I use has rubber knobs on the ends of them, so it's not very rough. It won't scratch her face or anything, but it looked like I was being harsh on her face. But slow it down, I'm being a lot easier on her. And she's laying down, standing up, listening to the dogs running around barking. She's really not that concerned about the blow dryer on her head. All right. She's fluffy, not stuffy. She's got a lot of knots in her hair coat, so I gotta try and get some of these out so my flipper blades will go through this. And I don't want to stress her with brushing too much on those knots, or she's not going to like getting groomed. I don't want her to hate her first time. I don't think they actually like it anyway, that much anyway. But hopefully she gets a tight curly coat as she gets older, because this is quite straight and fluffy. Now I'm going to shave her all the way down. I'm going to take her short. It's not going to be a shave down, but it's going to be a short cut. And I'm going to give her a regular face. I'm not going to keep her puppy face. They live on a farm, so they need easy maintenance poodle. She's got bunches of knots. Hey girl, hey you fuzzy fuzz. And she came with fleas too, so hopefully the soap killed the fleas off, so they're not going to spread throughout my house. So one thing groomers just don't like is if you bring a dog with fleas to their shop. And I'm not sure if the owners even realize that she's got fleas. So I will have to talk to the owners about making sure the dog is flea free when they do come. Okay, I'm trying not to. She's pretty good. Let's see what kind of results I get. Alright, so introducing her to getting her feet trimmed. The paw pads need trimmed out. And I'm going to have to bring her up so I can work on her easier because she's so little. She's such a little girl. Hang on, you're going for a ride. There you go. I like to put my table up about waist high. It's easier to work on them. Can't see your eyeballs yet. Are you still in frame here? No? And bring you up. There we go. You're a fuzzball. In this part of the video, I'm cleaning up the pads of her feet. And she's doing a little bit of struggling. Of course, she's never had this done to her. So she's a little bit resistant, anxious about it. But she's doing pretty good with it. She's a cute little dog. She's a smart little poodle, figuring it out. She's curious about what my dogs are doing running around.
And I gotta keep moving her around so that she'll stand still. She doesn't have a clue what's going on and not understanding why I need to hold her foot up while buzzing her bottom of her foot. She's curious about it. Just sitting there, checking out the other dogs, tolerating me fussing with the bottom of her foot. What a cute little fuzzball she is. I have to keep setting her up. She's doing pretty good right here. I'm not spending a lot of time cleaning up the foot because this is her first time, so if she gives me a whole lot of resistance, I'll just leave it be. At least she got exposure to it, so she'll know next time what's expected of her. It's a process. And I thought maybe I was going to do her face at this point. But I thought better of it. Thought maybe I'd just do her rear end first, her sanitary area. She's like, "Don't pull my tail up. What are you doing back there? That's a sensitive part." I'm touching her places nobody else has touched her before and asking her to stand still, so a little bit resistant. I thought I'd try to start on her face, but she's like, "No, you're not putting that buzzing thing on my face." Nope. She's like, "Nope, I'm pulling back. I want away from this." And I tried laying it against her face, but she was just too resistant. See, she's not liking that at all. So I thought better of it. And that's where I decided I'm just going to go to her body with the big clippers and do her body so she gets used to the noise and the clippers. It's easier. I'm talking to her about something there. So I'll just give up on the face for right now, and we'll come back to it later. So I'm using my number 10 blade and number 2 guard comb for her body. And you have to remember this is sped up, so it looks like I'm doing it really fast. Actually, I'm pretty slow at it. And I got hot. I had to take my jacket off. It was pretty hot in the house. Or not hot, but warm. I have the windows open and the dogs are running in and out. She's watching them outside or wherever they happen to be. So it keeps her a little bit distracted from what I'm doing. Looks like I'm the fastest groomer on earth in this video. See, she's standing quiet. She's like, this is okay for right now. And then she has a little bit of anxiety later as we go. Especially when I get to her legs. Her front legs. Back legs aren't so bad. Front legs she's not real thrilled about. As you'll see here shortly. And you can't just ask them to back up. They don't know what that's about. See, she does not like her front legs done at all. But she'll calm down eventually. I have to keep pushing her forward, asking her to stand and be quiet. Just repetitive process here. Give her a second to relax. And ask her to stand again and let me trim her legs. Back to resistance. Oh, she popped out of it there. And she's like, wanting no parts of getting back in that loop. So I had to re-secure. And I had to get it a little bit tighter around her head, her neck, so she couldn't pull out of it. And she's just got to learn. She's got to stand still and be quiet. And this is a lot to ask for a puppy that's never had anything done to it, to just accept what's going on. I try to be as gentle as possible, but firm. And you can see her ears are up. She's looking around. She's still interested in what's going on. She's not scared of me. She's just protesting some. Doesn't mind her chest being done. As soon as you grab those legs, that's all over with. She's like, no, I don't like that. And then I push her forward and she stands up. It's nice and quiet again. Look how fast I'm going. Woo, I wish I could do that in real life. And she's not too bad with this procedure here. Just when I get to her front leg, she's just not wanting any parts of that. I have to ask her to stand up again. She just wants to sit down. Overall, she's, doing pretty good for a 4-month-old puppy. Standing quietly again. Oh, I spoke too soon. Then she tried to back off the table. She really does not like those front legs done. That's why you want that other tie on the bar. So if they back out, they don't fall off the table or hang themselves. They're not going to fall off, but they could hang themselves, and I don't want anything to happen to her, like hang herself, even though I'm standing right there. And I release her here so I can do her belly. You have to remember this is sped up, so looks like I'm going really fast. Now I'm releasing her so I can do the rest of her neck. Have to readjust her position. She's like, see, she still does not want that clipper next to her head. She lays down. She gets better with it. This one doesn't buzz so much like the smaller clippers does. Doesn't have that high-pitched sound like a bee's biting you or trying to sting you or something. So she's accepted this. Really, I was surprised how well she was with the big clippers on her face. So she's settling down. I almost thought at this point I was going to leave her with a mustache, but you need that girl. Come here. Let's give you some eyeballs. Let's give you some eyeballs.
Trying to set the top notch shape. Because her top notch wants to blend into her ears. See? And so I have to set this shape. Psst. No. No, ma'am. Come here. No. 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 There you go. No. The challenges of puppyhood. So the line that I'm after for shaping up this top notch is from the corner of her eye to the tip corner of her ear up here. Still got that wild puppy hair. Here. Nah, she has no structure to her hair. Some of this hair is part of her top notch. Some of it is her neck hair. What are we going to do with you? Your hair does not want to stand up. It's used to laying down. So I guess that's all we're going to be able to get out of you. It's definitely not going to be perfect. All right. It does not want to stand up at all. It wants to lay flat. So I guess that's all we're gonna have for this cut. All right, let's go back to getting your privates done. Come on, stand up. Let's see if we can get this face done. Oops, we won't lie that way. Good girl. Good girl. Good puppies. She says, I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know if I like this. Getting pretty darn close to my nose. Getting pretty darn close to my nose. Where are you going? You better not fall off this table. So let's put you back in the collar. Let's go ahead and put you back in the collar. I don't want a puppy falling off the table. What a pretty little face you've got. Can I see your face, please? Come here. Oh, pretty face. She's sort of okay with it. Ears are dirty. That's typical for a puppy. That's typical for a puppy. See if I can get her throat a little bit. Come back here. Where are you going?
All right, I'm back to her body again, clipping it up. The hair's relaxed some. I'm gonna probably do the back brush here. Speed through this a little bit. If you notice, she's aware and looking around and not trying to get away. She's interested in her surroundings. And it looks, of course, it looks like I just grabbed her and being rough on her, but the sped up video makes it appear like that. But I'm being very gentle with her. Having to move her around all the time. Doing some sneaky stuff like lifting the leg and clipping the inside of the other leg. I'm back brushing here, and you can see all the tufts that are fluffing up. Now the hair's relaxed a little bit. Trying to get those tufts, get her smooth coat. Back brushing again. And she's standing quietly, not too worried about it. More back brushing. You can see the fluff that I'm managing to pull up out of that coat. Get the back of her neck. Back brushing some more on the other side. Watch the hair that comes off. See that little bit of hair dropped off? There's more hair to get. Now she's trying to pull away from me for whatever reason. Here we go back to the front legs. She don't like those front legs done at all.
All right, let me look at your head again. Fix that. Need to fix your head. A little better. See what we got here. See what we got. It's a flat top. That's about the best we're going to get. It certainly is not perfect. All right, let's get some of these feet done.
Here I go to the chunkers. Try and get those legs scissored without using the clippers, since she hates it so much. Get rid of some of that extra hair. She doesn't even like me scissoring them. She'll get used to it. And then I go to round her feet with the curves. Get rid of the extra fluff around her feet. A little bit more with the chunkers. Trying to get that front legs shortened up. A little more trimming with the clippers on her feet. She's not so resistant now. She's getting used to it. What a pretty little thing she is. Yep, trying to dress up the bottom of the feet again with the clippers. Look at that scissor work. Wow, I wish I could be that fast. And standing nice and quietly, even for the scissors around her feet.
Just clean up her flanks a little bit. This is not a perfect cut by a long shot. Just the way it is with puppies. And everything in my being says, keep working on it. Well, I want her to like this or tolerate it, not hate it. So we're going to do just about the bare minimum to get it done. And each grooming session will get better and better as we go. And I'm not going to trim this tail. It's too fine and short as it is now, so we'll just leave it be for the time being. Stop. What do you think, everybody? We gotta clean her ears, they're dirty. I don't know if she's gonna enjoy that or not. See if I can get this piece right there. That's about the best we're gonna do. That's about it, lady. Not real happy with this side, but it'll relax and maybe get curlier. All right. I use this winter green alcohol to do the ears. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Hard to get in those little canals. Yeah, she's dirty. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. Okay, let me back her. Secure her. Oh, sorry. I can't help myself. All right, what she got? Ah! Did I get you? Almost. Just a little bit. Damn. Medicine on there. You're okay. Okay, you're a good girl. You're not bleeding to death. I just barely nicked you. So you're fine. Okay, sweetie. Ta-da, there she is. This sweet little thing. That's no hair structure. It'll get better with time. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, and what you've all been waiting for, the response from the owners. I got this from text. Thanks so much for doing Layla. May we please get her clipped differently from this time on, though? Our whole family does not like the typical poodle cut. We don't want a defined puff on the head. We all dislike how that looks. We would just like it short like the rest of her face. Or even long enough to pull back. We don't want the puffed legs from the thigh down. Only at her feet. We don't like the poodle clip look to the ears. We prefer the wild look at the ears. I know that must be hard for you to accommodate against your skilled, knowledgeable training, but this is how we want her cut. Are you willing to make those changes for us next time? If not, I understand and we still appreciate your services. She will be so much more comfortable in this warm weather. Let me know. Thanks. If this is favorable to you, we will take the new appointment. Thanks. I will post you some pictures of how we prefer her at our house. We have all picked pictures together. We adore poodle personalities, but that's too much poodle poof for our taste. I guess we like a little less tailored look. Okay, that's fair enough. This is what they're looking for. There's one picture. That's pretty wild. We can do that. Then there's this. That's what they're picking out. And then one more. And something like that. So there's 3 different kinds. A little on the wild side, I guess. They want the fluffy stuff, which we can do. But what I had to explain to her is the puppy has puppy fuzz. There's no structure to the hair. It won't hold real well. So we have to let it grow out and give it a pattern as we go and see how it works out. It's probably going to take her till be a year before it actually has some structure to it. You know, the curls in it. It may never. I don't know. Some poodles have a really poor coat like that. And it'll always be sort of fluffy. The other thing that she doesn't realize is it takes an enormous amount of maintenance to keep the hair long like that and keep that top notch pulled back. And they live on a farm. So it's going to attract sawdust, hay, straw, chicken feed. I mean, they live on a farm. So either they're going to keep her in the house all the time and try to keep her fluffy like that without getting a matted mess in her long coat, or they're going to have to go back to the typical poodle coat. I think they're going to learn that the long fluffy coat isn't going to be desirable on a farm. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys informed on Layla, the wild poodle. Thanks for watching. Like and comment below what you think. This will be an interesting conversation, but I'll try to give them what they want. All right, we'll see you later. Like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Help grow this channel. Thank you. Bye.